Wartime breeds all sorts of crazy rumors, especially in the beginning. From the flood of saboteurs, supposed to be infiltrating America during World War II, to the Ghost of Kiev during Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, stories of surreal enemy activity generally accompany the paranoia that fuels the first uncertain days when people's lives have been turned upside down. One such panic occurred at the beginning of World War I, when the people of Germany found themselves boxed in by two hostile countries, France and Russia. According to a frazzled report by an officer serving in the West, a French motorcade was apparently making a dash across the center of Europe to reach Russia, loaded down with hundreds of gold bars for its Russian ally. 80 million gold francs were careening across Germany like a 1914 Fast and the Furious. And what really sold the story was that the officer who had originally reported the convoy had been killed. The game was afoot now. Government ministers and newspaper editors issued warnings, and a countrywide hunt began for these mysterious French golden cars. Within a day of the first report of these phantom cars, roadblocks were erected all across Germany. Entire villages had become perversions of World War II spy novels, with farmers asking every passing vehicle for their papers, please, and travelers having to stop at 3 different checkpoint Charlies just to get across town. Traffic across Germany was jammed by zealous citizens looking to find the French golden cock. After a few days of a nationwide search, nothing was turned up, other than a few upset officers and women who were claimed to be French in disguise. But that was not the end of it. At this point, the story took on the life of its own, as it soon became claimed that the glittering convoy must have ditched its cars, 15, 20, 25, however many it was supposed to be, and taken to bicycles. They were surely crossing the country right now, going forth to fund the oncoming Russian steamroller. Never mind reports by more level-headed reporters that 80 million gold francs would weigh over 20,000 kilograms and require over 1,000 cyclists to pedal. This is obviously what the French have been trading for with the Tour de France. The rumors soon hopped the border to Germany's Austro-Hungarian ally, where the convoy was surely now headed since it hadn't been found in Germany. And all bets were off. Not only cars and bikes now, but anything that moved was assumed to be a vehicle for French blood money. Carts, wagons, and even river rafts were stopped, the last one often being shot up after it refused to stop dead on the current. But among the splinters, no gold was ever found. Gradually, the panic subsided. As the guns of August departed into Belgium, and more pressing concerns were arising from Galicia and Prussia, the barricades slowly began to come down. And within a month, they were all gone. While it may be funny to laugh at the absurdity of this event now, it is chastening to know that 30 people had died in the panic. Rumors are often harmful, and this time they were deadly. Their rampant spread at the beginning of a war can perhaps be explained by the desire of people looking for control in a world that has completely changed from anything they'd ever experienced before. Focusing on finding phantom French cars full of gold was a distraction from the more mundane shock of conscription, or in the case of Galicians and Prussians, occupation. And even though it seems like nonsense in hindsight, to the Americans entering 4 years of wartime shortages, to Ukrainian soldiers getting ready to dive for cover from an airstrike, and to Germans and Austro-Hungarians now clamped in a ring of steel, perhaps a moment of unity and the phantom of control is what they needed.